humans, welcome to Starlight and Stitches. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you've been here before and you're coming back, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you've remembered to subscribe. If you are new here, welcome to Alice Land. I'm Alice, and here in Alice Land we like to talk about yarny stuff. We do crochet book reviews, we do yarn hauls, end of the month finished project videos, all sorts of lovely crafty crocheting goodness. So if you think that's something you might enjoy, hit the subscribe button, join my subscribers, because let me tell you something, my subscribers are the best. So if you are also the best, come and join us. This is our lovely, happy little positive place here on the internet. My lovely friends, humans, beautiful people. Today I am going to be doing my finished crochet projects video. This is going to be showing you everything that I made throughout the month of August. Now, typically for myself, over the summer months, I don't make anywhere near as much as I do over the winter months. However, I have got a nice little haul of things to show you today. I hope that you enjoy what I have to show you. I've got a couple of really special projects in here that I'm really happy with. So I have my notebook. As usual, I write everything down that I make, and I'm going to go through them one by one and show you what I've been doing. So the first thing that I made, oh, I'm losing stuff already. Right, the first thing that I made was a little bag. Now, it's different to the other bags that I've made. This is my bag, right? It's an over my shoulder bag, so it sits nicely like this. Now, I just made this up as I went along, but I wanted to make a bag that I could have some yarn in, and when I'm stood at the train station waiting to go to work, I can do a bit of crochet. And the problem that I find with a lot of my other bags that I've got is it gets caught and the yarn doesn't come out properly from the bag. So what I have done is, in my lovely little bag, I have got a tiny sort of hole at the top here, and that's where my yarn comes out. So I can fit all my other stuff in, like my phone and my purse, and my yarn can sit here, and my yarn can come out of the top, and I can crochet. It's not catching on any zips. I'm very happy with it. I've used it a lot. I've also got these really cute little birdie buttons on there. The yarn I used was one of the ones that I got from the range, and it's come up really pretty. So what I did for this bag was I started with single crochet rows for the bottom, just to make it a little bit more secure, and then the rest of it is made out of half double crochets, and it's really pretty and I like it a lot. Now, there is a little secret in here. I'm going to open it up and show you, because once I finished making this bag, I decided there was something else I wanted to add to it. Now, where does it go? There it is. Inside this bag is a little button, and this little button can be attached to the purse that I made to go with it. Now, it's got a little string on the top, so I can attach that to the inside of my bag, so when I'm out and about, I'm not worried about people popping their hands in and pulling out my purse. This attaches to the inside of the bag. This little purse is pretty funky. I decided I wanted to make this to go with my bag because the purse that I currently had was massive, didn't need a massive purse. Let me show you the pouch. So it's got these two little buttons on front, and if I open them up like that, it's got this front pouch here. That's where I put my house keys, and then I lift that up, and then it's got a place for my cards at the back. That slides in nicely, and then it's got a place for coins and notes in the front. So then that folds over, and that folds over, and I've got a very nice little purse. So I'm super happy. Again, I just made this up as I went along, and yeah, it came out really nicely. I really like this, and I use this now all the time instead of my big massive purse or wallet that I was using before. This takes up a lot less space, so I don't have a big heavy chunky bag. So these two go together really nicely. Hello, Mr. Malfoy. There's a kitten down there. He's probably going to bite my ankle in a minute. These two go together, two little projects, very happy. As I say, both of them made up as I went along. The strap on the bag, I've done like extra thickness in the middle bit here, so when it's sitting on my shoulder, it's a bit more comfortable. Right, so after I finished those, what did I do next? Oh, I did some amigurumi. I've been trying to use up some of my variegated yarns and things that I'm not sure what to do with, and I quite enjoy making amigurumi out of variegated yarns. This, I have named him Poggle, but he's from one of the Amigurumi Monsters books, and his name is actually Mr. Orange, and I think he's related to this guy here. no, Mr. Orange or Mr. Blue. One of them's Mr. Orange and one of them's Mr. Blue. But they have similar little mouthy things. Oh look, there's a kitten here. Do you want to say hello? Hello, sir. You're going to let Mummy do her video? Are you? No, I don't think he's going to let me. So, I decided to do this one in a variegated yarn. This yarn is one of the Aldi ones. What are they called? What are they called? The rainbow yarns. Rainbow yarns. This is Savannah. I'm looking up there because I've got more up there. So it's really cool. This is a really cool amigurumi. I've named him Poggle. He's got a little spike on his tail, little horns, little teeth, little toenails, and there he is there. I like the way that the variegated yarn works into amigurumi, and I know a lot of people aren't so keen, but it worked really well with my Toby triclops that I made, and yeah, so I thought he looks pretty funky. I will put a link down below to the designer as well, because they have got some really cool stuff. I think it's DIY Fluffies. I want to say DIY Fluffies, but I'll put a link down below. So this is Poggle, our new friend this month. Yeah, that's him. After I made him, I did a couple of weird things. So I had this sort of almost like paracord stuff that I'd got from AliExpress quite a while ago, and I wanted to make handbags from them, but they are too stiff, they don't move at all. So when I was crocheting with them, I was trying to kind of test it out, and it wasn't giving me like a solid sheet that I wanted. It was too gappy, too holy, because the actual stuff itself wasn't quite malleable enough. So I thought, right, what can I do with this lovely stuff? It's taking up room on my shelves and it's just sat there. So I made some like mats out of them. So the first one that I made was this one. This actually sits on my coffee table. I've just pulled it off to show you, but this is the pink and the purple thin one, and worked together. They look awesome. Look at that. I absolutely love that effect. So this one sits on my coffee table, and it's quite solid, and it's pretty big, but I like it. I like this a lot, and it's come in handy. And then I did make another one out of the thick rainbow one that I got. This is mental. This sits underneath my daughter's television in her bedroom, so it doesn't damage the furniture. Rainbows, rainbows, my friends. Look, it's beautiful. Again, it was one of those things I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, and then I thought, I know, I'm going to stick it under Abigail's television. So beautiful rainbow mat, which saves my furniture from getting scratched with her new telly that's gone into her bedroom. So, some mats. They were a bit bizarre, a bit strange. Right, the next thing that I made, I'm really, really pleased with, but there is a bit of a story. So, I made some little crochet dinosaurs. I made one big one out of the yarn that was given to me, that you saw in my Happy Mail, this beautiful chunky thick rainbow yarn. So I made this, and then I decided I was going to use it for something special. So these little dinos, you can get the pattern for free on Lovecrafts. Again, I will try and remember to put a link down below for you. So I made one massive dinosaur, and then I made 6 tiny little dinosaurs. Well, not tiny, they're probably about sort of that big. And I decided I was going to put them on a postbox topper. So I made my first ever postbox topper. Now, where I live, I think there must be quite a lot of crafty, creative people, because it's very difficult to find a naked postbox. But I found 2, and I thought, right, I'm going to make one, and then if the other postbox is still free, then I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to get my stuff out there, and I'm going to have mine out on display. Now, a lot of the postboxes near me are quite sedated designs. There's a couple that are brilliant in my local area. Somebody's made one with a bagpuss on top, which is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. But a lot of them are quite subdued, and I wanted to make something bright. The postbox that I had chosen is like on a road that a lot of people walk down to go to school, so I thought it'd be great, the kids will love it. So I spent a couple of days making this postbox topper, put it all together, went down the day before, double checked my measurements, went out with my tape measure, and people must have thought I was crazy. So I measured it all up, got back home, checked it all, absolutely perfect. Went down the next day with my postbox topper to put it out, and somebody had put one there already. So I have a feeling that somebody saw me measuring my postbox topper and thought, no, you're not putting your postbox topper there, I'm going to put mine there. So they've put one out, and I don't want to sound horrible, but it's not as bright and funky as mine. So I was gutted. I got down there, I've got this postbox topper in my arms, I'm like juggling all these dinosaurs, and I thought, oh well, that's really sad, what am I going to do? Then I remembered the second postbox that was free, and it's up by a little group of shops near me. So I thought, right, go up there now and see if it's free. Went up there, postbox was naked, put my topper on, tied it all together. My brother helped me and my daughter came with me, and we got the postbox topper on, and it looked amazing, and I was really happy. And I put a post on my local community group and everyone loved it. And then the next day, not even 24 hours later, I got a message on Facebook from somebody who said, I'm really sorry to tell you, but somebody has vandalised your postbox topper. So it wasn't even out for 24 hours. I got down there and the base of the topper had been torn. 3 of the dinosaurs had been stolen. So now my postbox topper, it's still there for the moment, but it's got 1 large one and 3 small ones, and then half of it's got the stuff missing, and I bodged it kind of back together, sewed the base kind of as best I could. It's been bodged. Sewed the remaining dinosaurs on a little bit tighter, but I thought I'm not going to add any more back onto it, because if people can't look after the things in their area, then they don't deserve nice things. However, most of the people, like 99% of the people in the area love it, and then there is just a very small 1% of people who think that they have every right to destroy people's hard work. But I have a great idea for some more kind of yarn bombing that I want to do, so I might try and get that done within the next few months, and I think they'll be a bit more difficult to destroy. So I shall prevail, and I shall spread rainbows around my local area. That was my favourite thing that I made this month, so I was quite sad when I found out it had been vandalised. But you put things out into a public space and you've got to expect a couple of idiots here and there. It's quite a big village within my town that I live in, so you know, you're going to get the odd idiot that just decides to destroy things. Anyway, that was my favourite, and that's what I used that big chunky yarn for, is the middle dinosaur. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And I have got a bit left, so I might make a dinosaur for myself to keep at home. So the last thing, it was the last thing, yes, the last thing that I completed this month is kind of an extension to something that I'd done before. About 1.5 years ago, I made a lap blanket for my mum. So it's only a small blanket, and it was made out of blocked granny squares, just single block colours with a little funky board around the edge. And mum said to me, do you think you might be able to like make it just a little bit bigger for me? And I said, yep, no problem at all. I've got an idea of how I can still make it all work together. So I extended her blanket. And this is what we ended up with. So it's got the main blanket in the middle. And then what I did was I did a round of granny square shells in black, and then I did 1 round of each colour of the squares that are already in the middle, another row of black, and it's now perfect. So she's very, very happy with that, and that was the last thing that I made in August. So much better August than last year, and more than I made in July. So I'm quite pleased with what I got done. Let me know which one is your favourite. And if anybody else out there also makes postbox toppers, let me know if you have any way of stopping people vandalising your hard work, because it's very disheartening. I hope you enjoyed looking at everything that I've made this month. I'm very happy, very pleased, and I've already started making new things for this month. I think it's blanket season. You might be seeing a few blankets next month. I need to think of some other things that I can add in there as well, so I'm not just constantly making blankets. Anyway, this month, August, was great. Great month. Nice, happy, lovely things. Very pleased. Got my bag. Got my new amigurumi. Got something out into the community. Something made for mum. Happy days. Very pleased. Love you all. Right. Look after yourselves. Look after your loved ones. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I might have an extra video somewhere in this month because I've got an extra video. So look out for that. It might be this weekend. It might be the weekend after. got our usual videos coming up. We'll do a crochet book review, we'll do a good vibes mystery bag haul. So yeah, look forward to seeing you for my next video, my lovely human friends, and I will see you next time. Like I say, look after yourselves and look after your loved ones. Very, very important. I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Mwah. Goodbye.